here we have Joesph Coyne from Coyne Conditioning. Joesph is one of our official advisory board members on our board in Queensland, and we thought it would take the time to have a quick interview with Joesph, because Joseph's doing some amazing stuff in Queensland. So Joesph, give us a little bit of background on yourself.
Mate, I come from New Zealand, and I did all my study there in New Zealand. I studied for 5 years in Otago, and I did a Bachelor of Physical Education, which is like a exercise science degree over here, and then I did a year graduate diploma of teaching. So I initially came out, and when I came here to Australia, I taught for quite a while, and then I sort of discovered that I really enjoyed one, helping people lose weight and helping people feel better. So my sort of career shifted slightly, and I started training people, and from there, like, my thirst for knowledge, I guess, grew, and also my ability to help people grew as well. So from coming from New Zealand here, now I'm set up on the Gold Coast, and I have my own facility here on the Gold Coast and in Brisbane, and yeah, everything's going great.
Fantastic. I'd like to show the group around your venue a little bit later, but tell us some of the things that you do.
Mate, we are a semi-private training service here on the Gold Coast. Because I have a lot of experience with training athletes, I train most general public very similar to athletes, and because it's a very efficient way for people to lose body fat. And so we have a semi-private training service here. Like I've just mentioned, I deal with a lot of athletes individually, and there's semi-professional, professional, and then I also have a rehabilitation service. I do a soft tissue technique called active release techniques, which is very popular in the US, and so I use that along with strength training to rehabilitate people as an exercise physiologist.
Awesome. And so what would be your main ethos for a weight loss client?
Yeah, cool. Weight loss or fat loss is about three main things. One, I really like to raise growth hormone in the person. Growth hormone, you just need to watch any Sylvester Stallone film in the 2000s. Like, growth hormone works really well, synthetic or natural. Okay, but I like raising growth hormone a lot, and you do that by raising lactate. And the more lactate producing exercises you can create, then the more growth hormone you produce, and the more body fat and weight loss you produce. I also like changing or making sure the metabolism is revved up and changing the metabolism. The way you do that is with a stop-start nature of exercise. So just going at a constant pace doesn't work as well to increase metabolism as going with a stop-start nature of exercise, like intermittent training, which is why intermittent training has been shown to work so well for fat loss and weight loss. The other thing I really like to do is increase insulin sensitivity. And insulin is basically the hormone of fat storage. It's related to type 2 diabetes, and the more insulin resistant you are, the more body fat you're going to store. The more insulin sensitive you are, the less body fat you're going to store, like, broadly speaking. So we make people more insulin sensitive by doing certain workout protocols, and resistance training is probably the best thing to improve insulin sensitivity. And so that's the workout side of things. Diet side of things, look, probably about 80% of people I see are more suited to a low carbohydrate diet or a restricted carbohydrate approach, and that stays the same for, say, can be anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks before you start altering the macronutrients and of their diet and what they're eating, and also making sure that they're not staying on what I call a uniphasic diet, so they don't just stay low carb or low calorie forever. A diet has to be biphasic. You have to have periods where you alter what you do for a certain amount of time and then change it and so forth, because if the diet's uniphasic, you'll make progress, but then, because we're humans adaptive creatures, eventually we stop adapting because you don't give us a chance to adapt. So yeah, that's basically my take on weight loss and what I like to do with exercise and the diet.
Yeah, fantastic. I wouldn't mind showing the group your training venue if we could go downstairs and have a quick squiz around the studio. Would you mind?
Yeah, no, right. Guys, yeah, so this is my facility here on the Gold Coast. We're just located in Burleigh Heads. Now, just down here we have Olympic lifting platforms, and this is where we do all our Olympic lifting, where we train athletes to get more powerful and explosive, and we also use that with the general public. In here we have our sort of free weight area, I guess you call. We've got an array of benches, dumbbells ranging from 2.5 all the way up to 55. We have our benches, incline benches. You'll see that we also have a variety of bars in here. So we have fat grip bars, which increase your grip strength, also make a really challenging stimulant to your workout. And then we have our power racks, where people can do presses, squats, all sorts of things in here. I have rings set up on all the power racks. We have chin bars at the top. These are step-up platforms, which can be adjusted up and down. And then I have an array of equipment over here for rehabilitation and basically making the back and hamstrings really strong. Like these 5 pieces of equipment are all designed for lower back and hamstring strength. And we have a 45-degree hyper, a glute hamstring raise machine, which can also be used as a back extension. A reverse hyperextension, which is very uncommon in most gyms, and then a standing hamstring curl, prone hamstring curl, and the functional trainer just at the end. Then we have a TRX and a whole variety of equipment we can use off that. And in the back we have a running track, and the running track is actually FIFA approved, and I much prefer people to run on a track rather than on a treadmill. So yeah, that's basically the tour. There's a few Swiss balls floating around, and our parallettes, and a whole array of strongman training equipment. But that's it.
Great, Joesph. What I'm going to do, I'm going to include a link to Joseph's website. If you have any more information or would like to get in contact with Joesph, any questions on anything he's talked about, just click on the link and contact him personally.
Beautiful.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.